so much uncertain.
What the
Black
fuck?
screens.
Okay, it's because it's a new overlay. It's never gone live before. There
Is
we
that
go.
why?
Okay, so right now we've got that, and then
The browser sources, and
What?
it's a black screen.
What the fuck?
That doesn't look good.
Anyways, welcome. Oh, okay,
Oh,
that load. Oh,
oh, it's a redirect.
it loaded to the thing.
Oh
Damn.
man.
So we might have to do classic browser shares here. But,
Yep.
anyways, welcome back to the stream, Fast Track Feedback Fridays. We are
Mm.
your hosts, Josh and
Yo,
Chris.
what's
And,
up?
yeah, hopefully there's some. I think we saw Jokerhead in there. Anybody else who's in the chat, say hi.
Yo.
And yeah, we've got a little bit of an updated overlay here, as you might notice. We've got a new submit link there, which we can also pop into the chat. This is what we've been talking about for quite some time. We have been building a platform to help you make music better and faster and easier for a while now. There are a lot of features coming with that, with project management and connecting to collaborators and professionals and getting feedback and services for your music releases. But right now, we're just allowing you to submit to the queue, and you can see the queue, you can tip to skip the line. All of that is integrated into the platform. So everybody who submitted last week, or if before and you were still in the queue, we went ahead and added all of your tracks into the queue here. So you should be able to see those at that page. It's just Fast Track Studio /stream, and yeah, you should be able to see those. The one difference for today, if you want to skip the queue, and obviously we didn't sign you up as users, we just added your submissions. If you want to sign up with another submission, then it will associate your previous submissions with your new account. So then you can do the tipping stuff after that. But for now, we've got the previous tipping link, the Streamlabs one. Chris, if you want to send that in the chat too.
Yeah, I'm trying
And
to do it.
yeah, we will try to monitor that. Let us know if you do tip there, and we will manually skip you like it would normally in here. But also feel free to submit new tracks if you don't have one in the queue now. There's a little form on there, and you can just check sign up with this form so you can reuse your key info next time, make it a lot faster, and allow you to tip to skip the queue if you end up getting pushed out a little bit and you want to be up sooner. So yeah, that's what we've got. I want to try to figure out this thing with those screen shares. I wonder. Let me try to do one refresh here and see if that works. Otherwise, I'll just do a little browser shares. But hold on.
Cool. Yeah. No worries. What's up, guys? I think we have one person in the chat right now, but or maybe it's just me. So we'll just wait.
Hmm.
Uh, sorry about all of the test streams lately. As you can see, we are dealing with technical difficulties, but hey, man, that's what happens when we try to develop websites and we don't know what we're doing. But
So this is
over
this is
time, we gain
interesting.
experience, and hopefully, we're
Oh,
making a platform that
now he
is
can hear me.
by musicians for musicians.
Yes. Yeah, this is interesting. So the browser sources here, this is kind of background technical stuff, but they do work in the preview here because it's in my browser. It
Mhm.
looks like the browser sources for the stream are rendered on like a server or something like that. So those are need to do some magic there for next time.
I
But
see. I
for
see.
now, I will just go ahead and add our screen shares like we usually do in here,
Yep.
and I
Oh,
will get
and a
rolling.
heads up: the first song. So that second one that has a visualizer is actually queued up for next week. So the very first one is
Unless they
the
skip.
yeah, unless they skip. The very first one is the video though.
Yes. Okay, so let me get both these up here for you. And
Yeah. Will the overlay does the overlay show the queue? By the way, I forget.
no, because most people once you go to that stream page, you can just watch the stream there. So
Yeah.
and you can chat as well. So once you do that, if you want, you can close Twitch out or you can just mute it.
I should put
Um,
a command for queue or something. Queue
Either
or line
way,
or something. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if as long as we either way, it's going to be the same link. So it's going to go to the stream page.
Yay.
Dope. Jokerhead, say hi.
Jokerhead's
Anybody
here.
else? I think so. Didn't he chat in the stream?
Wait, let me see.
And
Jokerhead. No, he's not here.
oh, where'd he go?
I mean, he was later or earlier, but I don't know.
All right.
Maybe he had to go
So
rob a bank or something and then come back.
if anybody else wants to say hey,
Hey.
Hey, oh. Okay, let
But
me
yeah,
get this.
to just to say who's in the queue right now, we got Reg Mason, we got Jokerhead, we got Maine, we got I Am Jet, we got 111 Night Shift, Trenda. Or so those are on deck so far that like we have in the queue to play on the stream. Um, the people after these people will be scheduled for next stream unless people start skipping the queue using our tip link there. Um, then we have Trenda in spot number 6, La Gonzalez, number 7, Jokerhead again, number 8, 9, Gale, and then 10, Lil Shino. Which shout out to Lil
Well,
Shino. He's the
Shino.
first person to use our website to actually submit. It was on
Yes.
accident during one of our test streams. So
Yeah, so we've got our
fire,
first official FastTrack user.
pretty crazy.
Pretty cool. All right, so I've got
But yeah,
the.
be like Lil Shino. Sign up. Use that. Go to our website. Check it out.
Mhm.
Let us know what you think.
All
But
right, so just getting these up here.
yeah,
We'll figure out a way to do this as browser sources, and that'll be dope.
Yeah. Just thinking about what else could be cool. Maybe if someone has like a spot in the queue, right? If they could like update the track somehow or switch it out with another one.
Yeah, I mean, and this is kind of like, how the sausage is made, but I sort of feel like what could happen is very easily if people want to sort of get in the queue before others,
Yeah.
just submit like blah 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 blah, for all the
Hmm.
fields and kind of cheat the system and then just say, oh, I'll just edit it before. But then if they're like early in the queue, we might be waiting on somebody to put in real information.
Hmm.
So I think it's like if somebody wants to submit a new track, so they have something in the queue and they want to have something else in the queue, then we can manually swap places. So if you add something new and you don't want us to review the old one, then we can do that. And that's sort of the fix, right? Is to
We
ask
just
us to do
manually
that.
reorder. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially. But
That makes
just so
sense.
people don't go in, they're like, "Oh, I need to get in right now," and they just like don't fill out the information.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Yeah, you fuckers. I'm just kidding.
I mean, not like any of you
Untrustworthy.
would do that, but
I mean, we do have Jokerhead with 2 songs in the queue right now. So
that's true.
yeah,
All
he's
right, so
heisting some
I've
banks.
got one of these in, and yeah, this is gonna be sick once we get the browser sources because then it will be completely automatic.
Yeah.
All right, we got that, and we got that, and I'll update the stream. Oh, I need to disable one thing really quick. Real quick.
Bum, ba, ba, just need to clear my mind.
Disable. Okay.
What's up, guys? I see another person in the chat. Yo. If you're here and you want us to give you feedback on the music, use that link there. It goes to our new website that, as you can see, is broken right now, but we are currently fixing it. But we will be reviewing music very soon. We got.
It ain't broken.
It's not broken?
No.
Let's push it. Let's
No, the
see.
website's not broken. Lightstream is.
Oh, great. All right. Another website we use is broken, but use that
Yes.
link
Well, they're always
and
broken.
we'll get you in. We get to every single song that is submitted to us, and boom, looks like the overlay has been updated. Check it out. We got our little fast track traffic light down there to let you know what's good and what's not. But yeah,
Hmm.
okay, cool. Without further ado, I guess we can go ahead and just get the music going. I think that's when Twitch pushes us people, anyways.
Yep.
So we got Handshakes by Reg Mason. This is actually a video. So did you want to update the?
Yeah, I guess this one will just will show the video itself.
Yeah. When previewing this, I actually thought it looks like very high potential for very high quality. Like it sounded really cool. So
Hmm.
I'm pretty excited to hear a couple of these actually in this week. So, but um, yeah, like I said, people that are in the chat, we get to every song that's submitted to us. It's just that some people have to wait. We do it in order, and we have an option for you guys to skip the line. Again, you use this tip link here, which is on our website. And we'll skip you in front of everybody because we know people need feedback and people need it now. So yeah, $5 minimum. The website will not let you enter anything else.
Hmm.
So and it's a minimum too. You could always give us more, but
Feel
yeah,
free.
maybe we will have a bidding system, a bidding war system next time. But get real capitalistic on you guys, but nah. Okay, so it looks like Josh got the video pulled up. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Reg Mason, Handshakes featuring Ginny. Official video. 3, 2, 1.
Hey Kurt, you got me feeling like I'm in Cabo or some shit, man. Like I got that Rothschild money. Give it 6 to 18 months, we gon' get it. Clean living in my headspace. If life get visceral, I blow your top off, give it dead space. Ain't no hearts in this industry, it's handshakes. Ain't no hearts in this industry, it's handshakes. And they tell me good things coming, just wait. My future too sacred. I'm dreaming big house with down payments, bank statements, thick hoes with slim faces. Gotta keep the eggs white like segregation. I've been at this for a minute, this that bumping.
I love the video.
Freestyling with Guinea. I was 16, trying to write a 16, clutching on my penny. So you gotta understand me, get my shot that I ain't missing. This that Jersey boy grit, this that Jason kid. Bring it home to my brothers, I'm the fucking kid. I just gotta give y'all the heat first. Dry shit, no reverb. The illest out of Jersey since Latifah.
Get it out the mud, that's a field day. Had to stand tall on my word.
Money short, but my bills paid.
Guess I gotta flirt, cause lusting over money is a curse.
Ain't no love in this industry, it's handshakes.
And I grew from the dirt. This Garden State kid, yo, he's so talented since birth. You gotta hear these niggas from Jersey. They rapping over anything. Sickest motherfuckers that you heard. Flow so timeless, beat so mindless. This style so mean that I could shop at your closet, walk in like, give me that shit and that shit. I'll take that. May I suggest, don't expect that shit back. Whatever I send, expect facts. Think about that. I got the biggest ego in the room. Ran a campaign and then boom, assassination. I killed everybody, now the room is so spacious. On a daily basis, they want you to cook up a win, but don't want you to make it. Now I'm on TV, now I'm on Jerry. Might
This
see
guy's
me
very
on
Kanye
Wendy,
esque.
but still don't got time to sit here and entertain it.
Get it out the mud, that's a field day. Had to stand tall on my word.
Money short, but my bills paid.
Guess I gotta flirt, cause lusting over money is a curse.
Ain't no love in this industry, it's handshakes.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Kind of vibey.
This video is awesome.
Bro.
You 24, time for jazz. Dirty Bird and my Jag, I jab a walk on the beat, all white, the mask, the check never bounce, got the big free the bag. I cop a 6 with the pack, and I ain't talking Bud or Bud Light. No, I ain't a thug type. I'm the type of bro with one mic to spit a verse, change your whole life. Niggas from the birds, but thug life. Get with the program, bro. Switch up the style like slow dance and show your hands before I bubble wrap you niggas like Zoltan, bro. We get the green line, Los Santos. It's either y'all or nosotros. I'm energized up. I keep flowing. You all bark. My teeth showing. Y'all sleep on it. Keep going, keep going.
So sick.
Damn.
Pumped for the album. Awesome video.
Looks like it came out 8/02/23.
Oh yeah. True. Congratulations.
Nice.
Yeah, I told you, man. When I was previewing this, I was like, this looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First impressions, vibes. What do you got here?
Yeah, I mean that was sweet. Just like super high quality video. It was like high quality yet also seemed very, very real. It wasn't like, I don't know. I guess the sound sort of lends itself to that too. It's just it sounds like people in a room making music. I do think particularly the vocals sound a little low fidelity. Just like
You mean like compression wise, or?
no, it looks like it might have actually been recorded on an SM58. And it's sort of just got that kind of muffled like dynamic mic sound to it. And maybe it's also partly the processing or just like, eating the mic. Probably that actually being really close to a dynamic mic and getting that proximity effect. And maybe going into a mixer or a preamp that's kind of not geared towards detail. Like if it's like live gear sort of, that can also lead to subpar kind of sonic results. That's my main complaint, I would say, because otherwise things sound very rich and nice. Maybe a little bit. I don't think anything about this screams like high fidelity. It's a little bit of a lo-fi-ish thing, and that's fine. But there's a little bit of a warm top end, maybe a muffled top end, just on the mix that kind of makes it sound less modern or less high quality than it could.
Mm.
And I've heard examples both ways, where I've heard tracks like this that have this kind of sheen to it, and it's sort of like this could have been made anytime in the past 20-25 years, just like sonically. And I sort of feel like for some listeners that some people might like that, but some people might assume that like, oh, maybe this came out a while ago, or this is a recording from a long time ago or something like that. I usually feel like having something that's a little bit crisper and just sounds a little bit more modern, like instrumentation, writing, like delivery, all can be exactly the same. Just if your recordings sound a little bit more high fidelity, have more sparkle, can make people feel like this is something current, and that they want to go find out about if it's happening right now.
Mm.
So that's my main concern. Really, is just with like production quality, but with the track, it's like super groovy. I love that switch up,
Switch
and
up was crazy.
yeah, the artistry is definitely there too. The energy. But what do you think?
Yeah, I'd have to wonder who is who here because I'm noticing that let's see, there's Reg Mason who seems to be the first rapper. There's Ginny. I'm gonna guess he's the second rapper, and then the producer I think was that dude with the dreads. Produced by Kurt. I see it in the description here. Um, yeah, because I feel like yeah, the first rapper Reg Mason, did his things. He was saying some bars that I just didn't pick up on, but I imagine if I read the lyrics, they'd be witty. I was
Mhm.
trying to catch him first time. Um, he said something about like leave my ex behind, like segation. I was like, what is segation? Maybe I'm just like uneducated.
Hmm.
And then the second guy, he had a very, I think, like P Diddy, like Kanye West kind of flow. He was like from Jers, I'm a debater, like very like long drawn out things, and like he would like go up sometimes, like ba da ba da ba da da ba.
Uh-oh. I think Chris froze. He was having some internet issues. Xfinity was trying to get out there. Let's see. Christopher. Christopher. Yeah, he's gone. Well, I don't know what he was saying, but I think he likes the vibes of this track. Let's see. Let's see if I can text him. If anybody is in the chat now, feel free to say hi, and we'll see if we can get Chris back. Oh, and there goes his video. I'll suggest maybe he tries his oh, you're back.
Bro, I'm sorry. Guessing it's just my internet, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Ban Xfinity. Let's boycott them. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Maybe
Damn.
because I'm wearing T-Mobile right now,
Maybe
but
there's a wire somebody stepped on.
yeah, I don't know, man. But anyways, what was I getting to? I agree. I I feel like I agree with the production things you were saying in terms of feedback. I think it kind of lends to maybe I mean, I would say help in some cases convey the feeling that I feel like they're trying to convey, which is like a nostalgic feeling. Like they were talking about stuff they've been doing since the past, like there was little home movies of them that were just like drumming on a drum set as a kid, and like they would say, "Oh, I'm from Burnett Ave" or something, and like flash signs of that actual street sign. It was like super cool, super real, and I imagine they were just on a house in Jersey or something wherever they're at. So yeah, I thought that was really cool, and it gives me like a very nostalgic vibe, and sonically, it kind of fits the palette. Although I do hear what you're saying that yeah, this could sound like it's made kind of dated and from people that are not necessarily professional. So yeah, if I heard this from like a mixtape of like a new rapper coming out, I'd be excited. But yeah, it would definitely be like kind of an older style, which is cool. I thought the beat was really awesome. The sampling, the da-na-na-na-na-na, that sax was cool. That jazz switch up was really awesome. Um, and I mean, the rapper in terms of flows, everything, everybody was on point. Everybody's on time. Um, maybe I got a little bit, maybe just a little bored with kind of the storytelling. There was some, that was like just admirable qualities of like, oh, like give me 6 to 18 months and I'll make it. I'll do this thing. Just some confusing bars that I didn't get right away. Maybe I'm just too dumb. Like that's one thing. But if I don't get it on the first listen, it's like hard to like, oh shit, that was cool. I want to listen to it again. Um, Hearing their unique story was cool though, so like props for that in terms of replay value. And the flows, they were just impeccable. Especially that last part, I thought that was like kind of more of a flow showcase than anything. Um, Kind of just showing off, like he was just talking about, I'm not from the hood, I'm from the suburbs, but I'm still a thug. I'm the kind of guy that like gets on the mic and spits like hot shit, basically. Like that's what was his message. So, and I think he showed it. So yeah, overall, I agree with what Josh is saying. Production wise, it's not like super professional, but I think it's pretty damn good, especially for like an amateur coming up and giving a mixtape and releasing it to everybody. Like this sounds leagues better than my first like rap song. So, I also recorded on SM58s too. So
Yeah. No,
yeah,
it's not even really that I think it sounds
wow,
amateur. I think it's more just that it like if I was just a casual listener coming across this, uh I just might not feel like this is an up and coming like artist immediately that or even be aware that it's something current. Like I feel like I've heard a lot of stuff from maybe 5, 10, 15 years ago that has this kind of sonic quality, and it just makes me think like that's cool, but like sounds like there must have been a band that did this 5, 10 years ago. Maybe they're not together anymore. I'm not really going to bother trying to find them.
Mhm.
Versus like it sounds just crisp and sort of like new and modern production standards. And it's like, oh shit, this is dope. This is like bringing something that I've heard a lot before, this sound, into today. And it's
Mhm.
obviously a current artist and makes me want to keep up with them. But it's kind of a
Yeah.
minor nitpick. Just was like noticeable at the very least listening,
Mhm.
especially on the vocal kind of being like, sounds kind of muddy, sort of detracting a little bit from my like listening to the content.
For sure,
Um,
for sure.
but yeah,
Yeah.
so anything else for vibes?
No, I just like the last kind of final thought. Like in a way, when it's like coming from like an era that you don't really like, you can't really time it.
Hmm.
I guess in some way it's sort of timeless, and maybe they get like, you could always listen to your own personal story at the time and like kind of revisit it and stuff. And there isn't lyrically, there isn't like anything like a reference that's like now that's happening. Like I didn't catch anything like that. No current event that could really date it. But yeah, it's just like yeah, it's kind of subjective, like you were saying. So
Yeah, I feel that.
I have my score for vibes though. So how do we do this? Do we do it like on the count, 3 count? Like
Yeah,
what?
let's do that. All right, 3, 2, 1,
Bam.
boom. Hey, we got our scores, and
Whoa, what the fuck? Really?
oh, seriously? That's weird. I mean, it's not a huge
That's
surprise. It's
crazy.
kind of funny though. But
Yeah.
all right, we
The
both
exact
agree
same fucking score.
88% between vibes and content. So you guys know that when we like give our scores and then we agree, we're not just like copying each other. We actually come up with this stuff
Yeah.
beforehand, which is kind of funny.
That's awesome.
Uh,
I guess we do have a discussion over, but yeah, like that's
hey,
the
and
exact game score is crazy.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Jokerhead is back. What's up?
What's up,
Yes,
Joe? Good.
we the rating system works the same way, but we've been working on this platform, as you guys know, for a long time. And the first feature that you can actually use is this whole stream queue. So you'll see in the chat if you've submitted a track or you want to submit. We have a new page, fasttrack.studio/stream. That's where the queue is, and the submission system and tipping. So we've got these new overlays on the stream so you can see our ratings throughout as we go through, and our averages as well, which is kind of new. And yeah, and the tracks themselves.
Hmm. Just yeah, just maybe a discussion later. It'd be cool if like people in the chat can give their like track total. But anyways,
Hmm.
yeah, what's up, Jokerhead? Good to see you, and thank you for the praise. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So content, on and upwards. My average of 0. You don't have an average of 0,
No.
bro. Yeah, it's like 69.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's pretty good.
Accurate.
Yeah. All right. So content. What do you have?
Um, yeah, and then for content, I mean, I think that's for me probably the strong suit of this.
Yeah.
It's just super like genuine and real and raw and uh yeah, I don't know. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah. I think it's genuine, real, raw. The takes were pretty outstanding. You can hear the confidence, can hear the skill. Maybe just for me, just a small thing is just like I got a little bit bored. That's all. But yeah, these guys, I could listen to their voices for a long time, and their flows and the beat, and like the video kept everything really fresh. I think. Shout out to the video editor. Actually, I thought that was really really cool. Um, it makes me think that you guys have like a really cool team that you're working with, and you guys can go really far. So I have my
Yeah.
score in mind. Do you have yours?
Um, let's see for content. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I think I do.
All right, cool. 3, 2, 1, bow. Oh my
Two
god,
for
bro.
two,
We
bro.
can't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's
It's
fucking
interesting.
hilarious. Let's see if we can
Maybe
get
this is
three for
like a
three.
sign that our rating system's good, but I don't know.
Maybe we're
All right,
calibrated.
let's see if we can get 3 for 3. We're not aiming for it, but like we'll just see what the feel is. So production, you talked about it a lot, but do you have anything else you want to add?
Uh, yeah. Oh, and thank you, Jokerhead, saying way better system. We think so
I mean,
too. Because
actually, it's the same system. So do you mean like just the way it looks, or like
yeah, I
because the
mean
scoring system's the same?
the rating philosophy is the same.
Yeah.
It's just the averages technically that's new, and the whole like being able to actually use the queue. I don't know if you're talking about the fact that you can now see where you are in the queue, which I think is a big upgrade. So
The one,
yeah,
two,
that's
three.
the 1, 2, 3. All right, well that's cool if that helps too. I guess we'll
Thank you,
keep
Joker.
doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think production I pretty much talked about. I wonder what this would be like if it had a little bit more production sheen on it. I don't think it would detract from the realness at all.
Yeah.
I think it would just give it a slightly different aesthetic, and like in my opinion at least, I think that aesthetic could potentially reach more listeners sort of more easily with less friction, and maybe make it more likely that people kind of like, buy in as
Mhm.
fans in today's music
Mhm.
environment. Maybe you just get a broader net. Like you might even get some listeners that prefer to have stuff that sort of matches standards of other tracks they're listening to production wise. Even if that's subconsciously, you might just find more of the, the Gen Zers or whatever,
Mhm.
because they're used to hearing that stuff. So just my
Mhm.
2 cents.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked about it already. I agree with you completely. I think people can come with like that old kind of boom bappy, like I don't know. I'm getting like J Cole, Isaiah Rashad, kind of mid 2010s, kind of mixtape vibe. Kendrick Lamar, which is like a fantastic rap class to be in,
Yeah.
and like the sound. Kanye, I'm even hearing like those old Kanye flows actually, especially from the second rapper. Um, but yeah, I get it. Like higher quality, it could be done well. So that being said, I think my score is still going to be pretty good. So yeah, do you want to count down?
Yeah, I think we're going to be a little different probably on this one, but that's okay.
Maybe it has to keep me honest now when I look and staring at the score I just gave. So I'm like, wait, well, how does this add up? But all right, you
Yeah,
ready?
I know. Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Yeah.
Ah,
I
there
was
it is.
I was originally thinking about like 82, so we still would have been different, but I think
Yeah.
just also seeing the scales here, I kind of want to like make sure that we use the scale also.
Hmm.
Cuz I don't know, I sort of feel like being honest, keep myself honest. This is where I would be versus trying to keep everything up like at that high range. We do have this whole scale where like develop is the middle, and
Yeah.
that's kind of like you have to work on things significantly. And
Yeah.
then before that is like you need to redo stuff, and I feel like we don't utilize a lot of that part of the scale. So
No. Yeah.
just setting that precedent for myself at least.
No.
But
Yeah. For sure. Honestly, like because of what I was saying before, my initial thing was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put production at 90" because I'm like
yeah,
this is pretty good. But then I was like, oh, I looked at my vibes and I was like, 88. That makes no sense because the vibes wise, like I thought this was like pretty much a complete package. Like I could see myself putting vibes at like my first thing was gonna be like, oh, this is good. Like vibes wise, this is awesome.
sure.
But yeah. Anyways,
But it's also a scale of like up
yeah.
to 100, and if we're at 100, that's like this is like fucking awesome.
Well, that's
Uh,
the thing. Well,
it
no.
is
So
cool.
there's the track total, which is
Yeah,
like the top tier track, where it's like, is
yeah,
this
yeah,
top tier? But then there's like good to go. Like, I see this in the mixtape space and do really well. I'm like, yeah, I could see this
sure.
in the mixtape space. So yeah. Okay. Overall track total. Let's see. What do we got here? Hmm.
Hmm. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I got my score. You ready?
Dun, 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 dun. I think I will say that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right. 3, 2, 1.
All right.
88. There you go.
Yeah, I'm at 88 overall, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good. What is Jokerhead saying here? Okay, so he likes the countdown, dude. Jokerhead, the first 2 scores we did it and counted down and like fucking had the same score is crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
You all need fast feedback. I wonder if this speeds up our system. I don't know if it does, but maybe
I
the
don't
two
know.
T towels won't even Kendrick. Guys, this should be special guest judge. That would be chaos. But we'll think about it. I'll accept half 69. This is a gambling site. No, it's not. I bet the rent. No, it's not. You could tip us your rent though. It's like a game of X and OS. Yeah, man. Okay. Anyways, shout out to you, Jokerhead. We appreciate you boosting up our chat and hopefully boosting up our Twitch algorithm. But anyways, and just your feedback in general. Talk about the music, Jokerhead. What are you even talking about right now? But okay, cool. That was Reg Mason. Shouts out to you guys. Fantastic. Are you marking the tracks and stuff, Josh? Because I forgot.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have to might have to change the exact start of this one, but yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So
Shall we
cool.
move on to the next one then?
Yep, let's do it. Thanks, Reg Mason. Hope to see you back on the platform soon.
And up next we have actually a Jokerhead song. So,
Ooh.
did
Alright,
you?
Oh, do you see there's a queue thing here?
Yeah, my cue like fucked up.
Yeah, that's weird. Let me try doing next track to live.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
does show the correct one here.
on your screen, maybe I have to refresh.
So
it.
if you don't look at the queue, look at the rating section in the player itself.
Yeah, okay, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I have the description for Jokerheads. So, this is Bad Jester. It's a work in progress by our friend in the chat, Jokerhead. The description says needs beefing and sorting. I don't know what beefing means, so maybe you can let me know. Maybe making some things fat, but I'm very interested to see what you guys think. As always, you are the weakest link. Hello, what are you talking about, bro? And you spell weakest wrong. So, am I the weakest link or you? Synth waves. I'm gonna send 30 synth waves. Blackout. Get rid of blackout. Why? What? Okay. Well, whatever. But yeah, so that's Jokerhead. He's in the chat. You ready to listen to it?
Yes.
All right. Bad Jester, Jokerhead.
Wait,
on
hold
our.
on. Make sure
This is gonna
everything
be
is...
on our platform too. Actually.
Yes, this will actually play through. So, Jokerhead, let us know if you're getting audio and all that stuff. It sounds correct.
Yeah, we did do blackout, but you submitted this later. So is this a new version or what's happening? And this is why we're hoping to do like version control. So Jokerhead can be like, no, this is version 69, not version 62. But
Yes.
yeah. Anyways, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Oh, wait. If you play it, it'll play, right?
Yep.
Test it.
Yeah.
3,
See.
2, 1. There it is. I like the use of the expensive stereo waves.
A little dissonant there.
Yeah. A dissonant party note. I absolutely. That was
Sweet.
Jokerhead. Loud as fuck. Was it loud for you?
Pretty loud, yeah.
I can imagine. Did you hear anything that I was saying?
Not really.
Okay, yeah. I had to like turn down maybe to 2/3,
Hmm.
just to keep it kind of normal. It's still kind of loud, but that might just be our platform. And
It's probably,
unfortunately,
well,
Josh.
if previously you had presets on SoundCloud for like your volume turned down a little bit,
Mhm.
that would be why, because this is just at regular output volume.
Yeah. Jokerhead, you're in the chat. How does the audio sound? Does it sound good? Did it sound balanced to you? Loud? Soft? Um, anyways, yeah, I think this is like a solid foundation of a track. I feel like it's definitely not finished. And the main thing, I've been talking to Jokerhead about this forever. I think there needs to be some sort of main melody that carries me on and carries me from one kind of section to another. I think you have a great foundation, Jokerhead, but you just need to like work on the melodies. Like even sonically, I feel like you've left a hole in the place where like a high, like mid high frequency mainline synth can go in. What's up, Pine Official? Um, Good for me, but am I deaf? No, I don't think so. I don't think you're deaf. I think this is very like pretty decent of a foundation, but like without a main melody, there's no way this song needs to be 4 minutes, right? Like there's barely anything that really changes. Um, so if you're saying like you need, I think in the feedback you were asking for, you said rearranging. You could probably cut the song in half at this point because there's no main melody. There's nothing really changing for me throughout the whole song. Um, Maybe not half. Like cut it down to like 3 minutes max. But anyways, vibes. First impression. What do you got, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the main, like, there's some cool like sonic textures here. It's pretty like hardcore. uh, I think it could go somewhere. The problem is that it doesn't really go anywhere.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, and we've heard this, I think, before, like with your tracks where it just sits on the one chord essentially. And
Hmm.
there are places like you can have a section where it does that, and I have heard examples similar to this where it stays on like one chord. But usually those are shorter. I think the
Oh,
main thing is
Pine.
you
My bad.
to.
Sorry. I just if you want a feedback, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
um the main thing is when you're doing this, 4 minutes for staying on a one chord is a long time. The only application I could think that this might work for is like waiting music on like a
in a video
stream
game or something.
or like a
Yeah,
video game or a stream, yeah.
like a menu
So
song. This is like a menu song.
yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit. So, like, I don't know if that's your goal, right? It's like if it works for that, cool, but you have to actually then find a place for it to work like that. It's not going to find you. So, that's one thing to think of. If you said exactly,
Yeah. What do you
have
mean
you
exactly?
tried, like, are you trying to get it in a place like that, or what's your plan exactly? I guess this kind of gets into like release plan and strategy and like trying to get. That's where you
That's where
guys
you
come
guys.
in.
Wait. Then what does
But
that mean? Where do we come in? Because
like we're gonna get him into like a video game or
no,
something.
yeah, dude. And honestly, maybe I don't know if this is in our genres or where would we put this in our submission form. But like we've had people produce for video games specifically. I forget the guy's name, but you remember that project that guy was working on? I think it was Yo Soha or something. It was some interesting name, but
Hmm.
like yeah, he was like making video game music, and that's
Hmm.
very like it's very different from popular music, right?
Yeah.
Where maybe you don't need a main melody because it would get in front of the dialogue, or it would like you're gonna go 10 minutes in the same fucking area, and you don't need it to be like so earwormy that it's annoying. So yeah, there's like different ways to rate it. So when you say that's where we guys come in, does that mean like we're helping you pitch it or we're helping you shape it to a specific market? That's what you guys have to let us know. Um, I'll do your new theme for this channel. Wink, wink. I don't know. Or Jokerhead, what's your strategy? Let us know what it is. But I guess from I think the standpoint that I'm trying to do, unless you say otherwise, Jokerhead, is I'm gonna grade it as if like this is a song in the synthwave category that you would want me to like replay again and again on Spotify, play at parties, show to people, be like, "Yo, you've heard of Carpenter Brute? He's cool, but check out my friend Jokerhead." Like, I'm gonna grade you like that. And at the point it is right now, I can't grade it too highly because it doesn't really go anywhere. It's 4 minutes long. I have to do say there's no main melody. That's like those are big detractors. I will say that it's, and I've said this already. There's strong foundations here, a lot of cool sounds. That's how it does change. It changes very subtly, especially with like within 2/3 of the song. You have this like siren sound that it sounds like it's in the middle of like a, but it's like stuck there, and it was like very. It was interesting. I'd never heard that sound before, um, and it actually filled the frequency space pretty well, actually. So there's like a lot of stuff that's good here, production wise. I think the hi hats were kind of grating. I think they're very heavy on the high frequencies, and it just kind of hurts to listen to. Um, but everything else, I think, sat pretty well in the mix, actually. So I think that's your kind of strong suit.
Yeah, I
Um,
will say, I mean, also there's a couple places where it's a little bit dissonant, just
yeah,
like one or two, sort of misplaced notes that didn't completely make sense, but like it's better than a lot of the stuff that we've heard before from you, where there's just too much going on. I think you're pretty close to that balance point of like not having too many different things and layers conflicting,
yeah,
and there is a defined like sound here. Now, obviously, whether that could be made a little bit more unique, or if you're actually going for this like game waiting room type thing, then if you're actually going to go ahead and use that somehow, because if you're just putting this on SoundCloud and that's what it's for, like it might not reach that audience or serve the purpose it could. And by the way, if you can actually get something like this in a game or wherever it is, it'll pay a lot. So it's
yeah,
not like just like, oh, maybe this will get in the game somehow. It's like, no, you got to go do it. You gotta figure out how people do that and
mm,
find those connections and reach out to people and all that. So I
yeah,
think you're like pretty close with this for being of that sort of um, category.
yeah,
Fitting into it. It's just there's a couple of things like that dissonant. With a waiting room thing, you don't want it to be distracting. That's the whole point. That's why we're saying this might fit, because it's just a one chord the whole time. It's kind of like there's not that much going on, uh, and so it might work, but you have to eliminate the distractions like those dissonant notes. Um, so that's the
yeah.
main thing I would say. Should we give our
All right.
scores for vibes here?
We should. I'm trying to decipher Jokerhead. I don't know what he's saying right now,
Me
but
neither.
yeah. So scores. We're gonna. I'm gonna. Well, I think we should. We're gonna grade it as if like this is a song that's trying to go for like wide stream success, like on SoundCloud or something. So that being said, my vibes. Where am I gonna put it? Okay. I think this feels right. Maybe no. You know what? I'll go here. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Three, two, one. Boom.
Okay.
48. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, like because I do think there is potential here. Like I think that the timbre and the main like elements, that sort of doom 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 like bass thing, they
Dum
fit really
dum
well
dum.
for like this kind of sound and potentially that application.
Mm,
The room to improve is just like either making this more interesting for a listener, like a SoundCloud type listener, so
yep.
where it's not 4 minutes of kind of droning
Hmm.
with occasional odd parts like that dissonance, or you like go all in on making this like that kind of soundtrack version and then actually going to promote it like that. But
And let us know. Yeah,
but
let us know if
but
you're doing that.
yeah, but to give you credit again, it's like there's a defined sound here. There's not an overwhelm of layers. I think the mixing is pretty decent. It's maybe a little bit on the loud side or a teeny bit on the harsh side, but it's not bad. It's not it's better than a lot of previous stuff that we've gotten. So
Yeah,
yep.
I think production for me personally will be your highest score.
Hmm,
I think it's done pretty decently
I
well.
can see that.
But yeah, let us know, Jokerhead, because I'm still confused. You have so many chats, but I still do not know what you mean when you say "I will, Josh, I will." Does that mean you're gonna make changes to make it more like commercially listenable, or you make changes to make it like a video game soundtrack? Like, I'm very interested in what you mean. I am fucked up. I don't know, but
What is tea towel Greek?
I don't know, man. Anyways, Jokerhead, if I were to give you, if you're going in the direction of like, no, I want to be Carpenter Brute, and I want to make like this, like a song that people be like, yo, that Jokerhead song was crazy. Um, the actionable feedback that I will give you is, don't you dare drastically change everything on this one. All you have to do is just work on a melody. Work on a melody that is like a mid-high kind of synth that is supposed to be in the center that we listen to, um, that fits with this like structure. That's all you do. Do not change anything else.
Hmm.
If you do, I'm gonna ban this track. But no, because I think there's a lot of potential. I think like it's a great foundation. Um, but yeah. Anyways, so content. What do you have?
By the way, I'm just noticing, Pine, we got your submission, so thank you for that. You are
All right.
in the queue. So Pine and the other artist is Mr. Krabs, so that'll be fun.
Bro, what you have? Oh man, we gotta listen to this now.
Ooh, if that's actually in there, that'd be good. So
Yeah,
yeah, Pine,
you got a tit.
the way this works, you can kind of see there. We've got like 10 or 11 submissions in the queue, and we usually get to about, well, this stream probably 5, and you can see that there. As of now, we do get to every submission that we get, so we'll get to yours like next week or after that. But if you want to skip the queue, you should have the ability to tip since you just submitted there on that page.
Yep.
Send us $5 or more, and we'll skip you up to the front. So
Yep.
that's how that goes. But yeah, let's see. Were we on content?
Yeah, we're about to start content. Just to note, it looks like the vibe slider average is broken. But content, what do you have?
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, content. I don't. Let me just refresh that. Probably work. There it is. Don't know what the hell happened there.
Yo. But yeah, content.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of talked about it. Just it drones on for a while. It's a little bit dissonant in certain parts, like just writing wise, melody writing, and it's a little bit long for just kind of being that one sound and that one kind of droned, one chord.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it just needs to either be more interesting or be kind of like smoothed out to be usable for a background music type application.
Yeah, and let us know too. It seems like in the chat he's saying that he wants to make it video game music.
Yeah, if that's the case,
So,
cool.
yeah, if that is the case, that is cool. I'm just gonna go with my regular rating at this point. It's too late. You gotta let us know in the description. But you ready?
Yes, I think so.
All right, score content 3.
Wait, hold on. I don't have it in yet. I was ready to do scores, not ready to show it.
Got it. I'm ready for my score.
Let's see, content. Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, bam.
Oh,
yeah, baby.
There we go.
I feel like that's where it lays. Yeah,
Another one synced up. Yeah, holy
it's
shit.
crazy.
What are the odds? The odds are like 1 in 200.
That's true. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not like this would be in the redo section. There's a strong foundation.
Yeah, sure.
Production. What do you have?
Yeah, and then for production, I think we talked about this. It's not bad. Sorry, I'm just distracted. Jokerhead, you are the MVP of chat.
Yeah, he really is. He already hit over 100 messages.
Yeah, I know.
Because of Jokerhead.
Yeah, for production, talked about it already. I think it's better than a lot of the stuff that we've gotten from you before. It's not, there's not too much clashing. I think you haven't overdone with the layers, so please don't add any more layers unless sections change and things, come in and back out. But yeah, I would say production's pretty good overall. Maybe it's a little bit on the loud side. Just use a little bit more caution with your limiter and any sort of master bus compression limiting that you're doing. I think everybody's ears would appreciate it.
Mhm.
But other than that, it's not bad. What do you think?
I'm wondering where to put this right now because my heart's telling me to put it somewhere. But yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. I think that it's mixed pretty well. Actually, I love the use of the stereo field. It makes the song sound very very big, which I think is helpful to your imagery and your goals, Jokerhead. I think in general, most of the sounds sound pretty dry. There's like, especially when those dissonant notes come in, and like we're like, oh, this doesn't sound right. It's like a double pain to be like, oh shit, it's like on a farty sounding synth too. So it's like wow, and it's like, oh, this is like a wrong note, and it just sounds like farty. But yeah, in terms of mixing, I think in general it's pretty decent. What else was I going to say? I talked about the percussion, the hi hats being a little grating. It is a little loud. I think drums sound good overall. So you know what? I think I'm gonna. Okay, I think I have my score. You ready?
Let's see. Let me add my score here.
Sorry, I've been like just sliding around thinking, where do I put this? Where do I put this in? I'm trying to be fair and not meme too hard, but I'm also just like, where does this actually lie, you know.
Yeah. All right. I think I have my score.
All right, production. Joker at 3, 2, 1.
I knew you were gonna do
What the
that.
hell? Why didn't you come with me?
Because I was like, I do feel like this is in the 70s tier. It's like a C grade
Yeah.
for production. It's not bad. It's not too offensive, but I mean those 30 points are just because it's too loud and yeah, that's the main reason.
Yeah, it's grating to listen to on the high frequencies for sure.
He
But
said 100%. Ah, fuck.
yeah, no. But it's decent. It's pretty good actually. So, um,
Also, Jokerhead, I don't know why you're talking about me with a fridge and bike. That's Chris's screen, and his fridge is not visible.
yeah, I don't know, man. Let
But
me
sorry,
just
what were
see.
you saying?
No, I was just saying track total.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I put mine? Where would I
Let's
put
see.
mine? Yeah, okay. Where would I put it? I think here. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's so granular.
Do you want
This
it to be
scoring
increments of
system.
5?
I don't know.
That's what it was
I'm
before, but then we were like, we should be able to do 69.
but yeah, but then I literally put it 33 before, so it's like how granular do I need it? But I think I don't know. This score doesn't seem right to me.
Hmm.
All right, I'll put it here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, way lower.
62.
So
Yeah,
I sort of did an average, a rough average, I guess, of where mine were at. And I'm
right.
just thinking like going back to the track, I think if the purpose is that this is like video game background music, stream intro, whatever,
Yes.
it's not that far off from being viable.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I've been in the mode of grading it like it wasn't that because I'm
Yeah,
trying to be consistent.
sure.
Um, yeah, and like I was like, oh, would this be like this? Kind of seems out of whack a little bit, maybe. Maybe it's still around my average score actually,
Hmm.
if I look at the three. But I feel like Vibe is a little bit for me weighted a little heavy because it's kind of like how do I just feel in general first impressions, and that's why I kind of like for me it probably I feel like if my track total and vibes were like plotted, they'd be like pretty similar. But
Hmm.
yeah, so that's where my score is at. Because when I put it at 40, I was like, this feels too high. The way that I'm grading it as like a commercial song, 40 feels too high for me.
Hmm.
But yeah, cool. Goodbye, Bum Bum. What is happening?
No
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
And he says he'll send 23 synthwave artists, so please do that. By the
Yeah.
way, you guys might see in the form, kind of random, but
And
we have
Joker, sorry, go for
what
it.
we have uh in the form you can select the roles that you played on the track. So if you produced it or you wrote it or you played instruments, it's just helpful for us to know that stuff. And then also the genres that you would call this track. For both of those, if you think that a role or a genre is missing, you can scroll down to the bottom of those lists and suggest a new one. So feel free to do that if you think something's missing when you're submitting. I think right now we have like 170 roles and like 280 genres or something like that. So trying to cover all the bases, and that stuff will be used on your profile too. So if you signed up for the platform by submitting today, or if you sign up in future weeks as you submit again for those who are already in the queue, you can go to your dashboard when you click on your profile picture, or your default one on the top right of FastTrack, and you can go to your dashboard and there's a little checklist for you to set up your account, set up your profile. If you sign up, you do already have a FastTrack profile, so that's just your username, which you set when you sign up after the profile link. So if you want to check that out once you sign up, then feel free to start filling your stuff out. You can also add what we are calling a track record to uh, to your profile. So that's like your musical resume, kind of just like these are your experiences. This is when you started making music. This is where who you might have made music with. And it just kind of helps tell people who you are, what your background is, and help match you for collaborations, and also verify, like, do you have experience in what you say you do? And the same will go for our providers and professionals that we have in the platform. So, yeah, if you've signed up, feel free to go fill your profile out, and we'd love to see those. I see there's a whole side conversation happening here with Jokerhead.
Yeah, I'm just threatening to put him in timeout.
Oh my god.
But anyways, yeah. Shout out to you, Jokerhead. We appreciate it. Yeah, sure. We listened to you last week, but we've been working on this for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for your input. I mean, if anybody has feedback and there's stuff that you want to see changed or added, please do let us know. Just, reach out to us or let us know here in the chat. We'd love to hear that. But yeah, love to hear the input.
cool.
Thank you.
All right. Want to mark this track reviewed? I'll get to this next one.
Let's do that.
Okay, so this next one is coming out tonight by Maine. It's a work in progress.
I thought we've got I Am Jet first.
Oh no, I accidentally just dragged this. It should be Maine.
Oh, got it. There it is.
Yeah. So coming out tonight by Maine. This is a brick ass waveform. When I was previewing it, it sounded pretty cool though.
Shit.
But yeah, it says work in progress. That's all. That's the only description. But just to let everybody know in the chat, we have Maine, we have I Am Jet, we have 111 Night Shift so far. We go until 7:30 Central, so that sounds about right, like how much songs we can get to.
Mm-hmm.
In that rest of the queue, we have Trenda, La Gonzalez. Jokerhead said not to do it, so Gail, and then Lil Shino, and then the new submission today, Pine. So if you guys heard your name after 111 Night Shift, we won't get to you today unless you do the tip. So just go to our website, tip us $5 minimum, and tell us in the chat too, so we can just put your song up right now this week. Otherwise, it will be on the queue for next week. But we get to every song that has been submitted to us. It's been over 500 songs now, so you have our word.
True. Also, super random with Jokerhead while you're here. Just wondering.
Go, Steve. There you go, bro. There's the submission form. It's on our website, so
link is there. You can also watch the stream. You'll see once you get there. You can watch the stream directly on that page if it's easier. And you'll see where you are in the queue. And if you want to skip ahead, there will be a donation link right after you submit your track. So feel free to do that. We'd recommend hitting the sign me up checkbox in the top right of the form so that you can come back and see your feedback and tip if you end up being next week. That kind of thing. If you want to see,
and it'll be faster too.
It'll be faster to submit in the future. So that's that. Also, Jokerhead, just wondering, did you get any email today, like reminding you that that you're submitting, or did you get an email that you were put in the queue? Just wondering about either of those while you're here for testing. But so I think we've got this next track queued up. Is there a description? Just says work in progress.
It says work in progress. Yeah.
And I think people can't see we could change it if we wanted to. Let us know if you think this would be useful, but it's an R&B track. That's the genre that this is specified as.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think I specified it because I was like, I don't think it had a genre on SoundCloud. So
yeah, true.
I gave my best point, but you ready?
I believe so. Yeah, let's do it.
I'll let you play it then. Main. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Woo, loud.
Got a little cousin in the studio. Girl just DM me, what's happening? Fuck.
That beat.
Oh, you coming out tonight? I've been waiting for you. We can light it up tonight. Cause I've been trying to get you off my mind, but I'm barely trying to hold it down. Oh, she tastes so sweet. Got a bad little bitch and I can get no sleep. Oh, so keep your eyes on me. I got things you don't want and I got things you can see. Yeah, bad bitch money, Rolex money. Get shit's face, baby, what you want from me? Yeah, I don't wanna lose it all, and I don't wanna lose it all. Come on, out of the gate, wanna just spin it like the usual. I'm with the left side and the shit's feeling mutual. I got a couple niggas from the block and they used to this. First class, I'm sure that we ain't made for this. And I don't need to sit on my shit. Running every day, I don't think I had enough. Pulling out the gate and then you want to spin up with
great voice, man.
Cool.
It's loud as fuck though, and
Long
you don't need
tail.
to
It's
slap
loud
the
and
limiter like that.
it's straight up. Did it sound like it was just distorting to you?
I don't know if it was. I heard distortion, but I just heard it was like kind of brick walled.
Yeah, I definitely did. I don't know if it's that it was distorting like my like audio stuff or something.
I wonder. Yeah, you're listening on max volume. I definitely had to turn that down.
Yeah. Did you turn
Yeah.
it down with? Are you using the slider, the volume slider?
Yeah.
Okay, that's. I was just curious.
Okay. That doesn't sync, right?
Interesting. No, it doesn't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, I think very kind of K Tronada dancey beat.
Yeah.
Kind of pumping bass line, cool. Cool percussion to go with it. Cool
Mhm.
samples. Musically, I think is really cool. Fantastic voice. I'm hearing very weekendy kind of vibes, and that's why I put R&B because I was like, I mean, there's a dance kind of thing to it, but the weekend, I feel like it's R&B. But I don't know. Maybe that's wrong, and that's up to you guys. When you guys submit, put the actual genre, and if you don't have the genre, suggest the genre. Um, but yeah, I think this was like musically very nice to listen to. Production wise, it was. I had to turn it down, kind of a chore, and there's no way this needs to be limited that hard.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so it'd be nice to have like a reference track to see how loud other tracks are because I know that's why a lot of people limit their songs so hard. Um, but yeah, the trick is to just like mix it well enough to where when you do limit it, it's you don't have to like push it so brick walled and make it sound just kind of unlistenable when you compare it to another kind of radio ready song. But anyways, that's kind of my first impressions vibes. What do you have?
Yeah, no, I thought it was like as a song, it was cool. It had a cool vibe to it, like danceable and good vocals, and uh, I think the length wasn't too long. It was just under 2 minutes, so maybe even a little short, like kind of like oh, it's over. That's the whole song. Maybe not a bad thing, but just a observation, and definitely too loud, as you can pretty clearly see from our little proprietary waveform here, which I guess is working as a visualizer. Yeah, it's very brick walled. So I think that's the main thing to maybe figure out is with your production how to make this not break audio systems and ears.
Yeah, sorry, I figured out how to pin a chat.
Oh God,
It's
I hope
just
you didn't pin the one I think you did.
it's it's a pin of shame uh, for many people. But yeah, yeah, I think there's a lot of talent. I think Maine. I think they submitted before, and I was also just like kind of blown away because I think the vocals are fantastic on this. As a song itself, it's kind of short. I do not really know what it's about. He talked about like having a lot of money, having a lot of bitches. He talked about having guys in the streets can do his bidding for him, which is always kind of funny to me hearing kind of like a weekend vibe. Ooh, I got people in the streets if you mess with me. It's like,
Yeah,
really?
a little bit.
But like, maybe they do. Like, why not? Maybe we got like gangsters that can do opera. Like, why
Yeah.
not?
I mean,
So
I don't know. Just think about somebody with a speaking voice like Michael Jackson, who like he probably had people that could fuck you up if you tried to fuck with him.
that's true. That's fair. I don't. He wasn't really singing it though.
So
So,
that's true. Kind of
but
a little bit of a connection to the weekend there, similar
yeah.
vocal styles
Oh yeah. Interesting. Yeah. But all that to say, do you? I'm ready to do score. You ready to do score
for vibes.
for vibes? Yeah. I'm trying to scroll around here. Where would I put it? Let me know when you have your score ready. That'll help me just lock in on my zone here.
Hold on, what is going on here?
What's up?
Let me see one thing. Oh, there we go. I just had to do a little refresh. Okay. Yeah, for this one, let's do vibes. Not quite sure where to put this.
Yeah. I think I'm satisfied with my score now. But yeah, let me know when you're ready. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I can hear you. It dropped for a little bit, but I'm good now. Really?
Yeah, it's not giving me the option to update. That's fucking weird.
Oh, oh shit, yeah, everything dropped out.
But yeah, my whole stream like reconnected, disconnected.
Whoops. Sorry guys, just a second. Technical difficulties. I don't know what's happening. Good, but turn it down, yo. I feel that. Let me see. Wank. I don't know. It's about a lot of bitches, don't you know? A lot of bitches. Joker had putting crazy scores in here. There's no way this is a 1. Destiny. Josh, are you okay? I can't see you. What
Can
did
you
Josh
see me
do?
now? I think I'm back on the stream output.
Yeah, I think I can see you. Joker's a little delayed, so but
Yeah, there's usually a little delay, but Jokerhead, let me know if you see
I
me
don't
now.
see the browser sources.
Yeah, I need to get those back in manually, which is a bitch.
A bitch.
It's kind of like annoying, but kind of exciting that there are things that we will improve basically every week.
Yeah.
So that there will be some things next week that will make this even better too. And I'm excited for when folks submit new tracks, because we've got this sort of legacy queue right now that we manually put in from last previous submissions. Once you guys submit and you've got your accounts, it'll be easier and you'll be able to start filling out your profile stuff too. So that's something to look forward to in the next couple weeks.
Yeet.
Let me
But
get these browser shares back in, but we can
yeah,
was
I
there
was gonna
anything else
say
to talk about with?
like while you're fixing that, I could just go into like content a little while
Yeah,
you're
sure.
and just let me know when it's fixed. Because we have an ability to save the scores. You guys can't see what it, but I have my score. I'm cool with it.
Hmm.
And I can go to content next. And yeah, I talked about it already. The beat I think is really solid, very Kaytranada vibe, which I really like, and the weekend vocals. I think the whoever main is a fantastic singer. I think the vocals are processed really nicely. Actually, there's a lot of detail, and like you can hear his like breathy kind of delivery. All the background vocals sound really good. When he did harmonies, it sounded really good. Very talented. It's just yeah, whoever produced it just seemed to like slap a limiter on the whole thing and pump that shit
Yeah.
to max volume, and it's a damn shame. So please don't do that. But content, I think I might be pretty high in terms of the score.
All right.
It is
Just
short, but I think it's short and sweet, and maybe it's I don't know. Impact of lyricism wasn't too high, but I don't think this is why you kind of listen to these songs. So, yeah. With that being said, I think I have my score locked in for content too, actually. But we'll have to hear what Josh says once he fixes the screen.
so they should be updating. Man, Lightstream's been weird. I think I actually had an internet outage earlier today too. So maybe there's something weird going on. It seems
Yeah,
like occasionally there are these sort of like widespread outages where there's some weird system issue and there's just a lot of people with internet issues.
yeah.
Uh,
Maybe a lot of wind today. First day of
yeah,
fall seems like.
I don't know what's going on here because I've got the browser screens shared through and they are not showing
Yeah,
up. Do you guys see them on the stream? I don't think so.
I don't see it. No.
These are just normal browser shares.
Joker had given me a 9.2. That is not a score that we can do on the scale, so I'm not sure what that means.
9.2.
Yeah.
92.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not listening to you this time. If you say to put a 9.2 in there. But yeah, and I'll just go on. I guess production. We talked about it a lot. I think it sounds pretty good. Vocal production sounds fantastic. The beat itself sounds really good. Everything seems to be balanced a little well. This seems like just a mastering error. Maybe pretty boomy on the bass end, and then just limited to smithereens.
Hmm.
That's what my production kind of view on this track is. But yeah, do you want to
Man,
weigh in at all while you're trying to fix stuff? I know that's hard, but
this is so strange because it's just browser shares like we always do, and they're not showing up. I might just refresh Lightstream in a second here, but
browser or the tab?
well, tabs, but it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking Lightstream. We're gonna consider going to a different platform. So tell Lightstream that they suck.
Yeah, sounds good.
But yeah, it's you want to send the link to Ghosty there and Hands
Yeah.
Curried. I don't know how you how you pronounce that, but
Hand scared.
welcome as well. We've got our own platform now that we're doing submissions through. So that's the link fasttrackstudio.studio/stream. And you can sign up when you submit with a little checkbox there, and that'll allow you to reuse your info. and also tip to skip the queue if you don't get reviewed today, or if you want to get reviewed today or next week. We do get through every track, and we will notify you when we review yours. So yeah, that's that.
And we order submission. So guys, if you're submitting today, we can't get to you unless you tip. So we got to be fair to everybody, you know. But yeah. I will tip to skip. Says Jokerhead. Are we allowed that because we already did it? We already did a Jokerhead song. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we need to verify the tip system works. So if you do it, Jokerhead, let us know. But then again, Jokerhead takes like 30 minutes to tip, so we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out 7 viewers in the chat. We are currently reviewing a song, but we are having technical difficulties. But if you want to be reviewed, use that form. Oops, man. Oh, yeah. Now your screen is gone again. But I see your screen share. Yeah, yeah, I see your sheet screen share. FastTrack music screen. Yeah, yeah. Bear with us, lol. It is what it is. Check out the new website, guys. In there you could submit your songs. You could see who's in the queue. Um, Eventually, it'd be cool to if you guys would give scores around as well. But you guys can sign up for the platform right now, actually, and soon sign up for the beta. Which I guess this isn't part of the. I guess it's an open beta, but yeah. Uh, sure. Yeah. Sorry, Josh is having some troubles here. Can you hear Josh? Let us know in the chat. Um, I have to actually submit a file. I can't just give you the SoundCloud. No, our new system is SoundCloud. Sorry, our new system is uploading track. Yeah. Do people? Yeah. Do people? Can you hear Josh? Let us know in the chat. No. Yeah, Ghosty. Does that mean you can't hear us? Joker says no too. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, Josh is working on it. It's weird because he's talking to me at the same time, and I'm confused. But Jokerhead, we got your tier 1 sub. Um, I guess I guess that equates to $5. But we're hoping you would use the website because if you tip, it'll like automatically put you to the top of the queue. That's what we were hoping to do. But we do have a system to where we could just mark it as tipped, and then we'll put it up to the top. Did you submit? Let me see. I don't see a new Jokerhead submission. So go ahead and submit your newest song into the queue so we could see it. Um, and while you're at it, you could sign up for the platform so that way you don't have to keep filling out all of your information again. Is he gone for a shit? No, he's not. As you see, I'm the only screen available right now. He's not gone for a shit. He's trying to fix the whole thing. I'm just like the color commentator at this point. So is what it is. Ghosty, let us know, man. Oh, I'm generous. I'm really hoping I can mix Stakeout 2.0. Yeah, no, we want to hear it. Like, just submit it. You have to submit it to us, right? Ghosty, yeah. Uh, did you? Are you able to use the website? What's up? Is there any troubles? We want to be able to put it on our platform. Um, One, we can listen to it in high quality and actually stream it with high quality. We've had some trouble with SoundCloud in the past as well, and it's also known to be like one of the worst kind of upload your song and then compress and modify how it actually sounds kind of platforms. So we're trying to mitigate that. And also, once you have it in our system, if you work on different versions, we're working on a feature that you can actually switch between different versions and compare them very easily. Um, but that'll be like kind of later down the line. Sign up for the beta if you want more information about it. But that's why we do it. So yeah, let us know. We want to hear your music. So um, yeah, yes, I can hear you, Josh. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that is insane. Sorry guys, Josh is talking to me right now, and there's some technical difficulties. It says platform Lightstream. It's really bad. Yeah, yeah. Let's at Lightstream and take him down. But is he okay? Has he shit himself? Yeah, I'll just go with that narrative. Yeah, Josh is shitting himself uncontrollably. He had to disable his camera, and yeah, we appreciate if you don't spread rumors. Shat pants. Yeah, shat pants, shat desk chair, shat everything.
My God,
Just kidding.
I just updated stream and it's not showing my webcam still.
There it
Boom!
is.
Finally, Jesus fuck. All
Okay,
right, you guys
he's
can
there.
see me now. I'm dispelling any myths that there's any shit involved here. But yeah, Lightstream is I mean, it's good in theory, but wow, this is really weird how bad this has been today. Yeah, not related to our platform. This is purely Lightstream, which is our cloud-based streaming platform.
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, there are alternatives. Restream Studio, I think, is one now. StreamYard. I think somebody else has one too. But let me see if I can get the scores overlay in here so we can see that first.
Yep.
Hopefully that will work now in incognito.
Yep. Shout out to everybody staying. We appreciate it. And submitting.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the biggest improvement that we could make, like there's stuff we want to do with the platform to make it better and better. And let us know if you have feedback on how we can do that. If there's stuff you want to see, please let us know in the chat. But one of the biggest improvements would be if there's a different platform we can use that allows us to do the same stuff that we do, but better. One thing is the audio quality because we want to make sure that it sounds the way that it does in native to you
Yeah.
guys. Not all of the stream platforms give you any sort of control or certainty over audio quality, so it's a little bit hard to find a good solution for this, but we will hopefully have it soon. All right, I've got the screen shares in theory. Let's
Oh, it
update the
works.
stream. Let's see if
Okay.
they show up.
Okay. Hoping for the best.
I updated the stream. I don't see them.
I don't see it either. I'll just continue to talk literal shit in the chat.
Weird. I mean, I can give the scores or we can talk about them,
We can, yeah, but we
but I
can't
have to
listen to
get
any more music too.
get those in. What the fuck? I'm in an incognito window. Let me open these maybe in incognito windows also. I mean, it's absurd.
Yeah, sorry guys, it is what it is. You're immature. Um, yeah, probably a little bit, but it's okay. I am too. That's why I'm bantering back and forth with you.
Talking
So
about
get it.
shit.
Actually, like, yeah. I'd have to. I mean, it's kind of hard to because I don't know you guys in person, but like with me and a couple of my friend groups, will sometimes talk about like a tier list of who's most likely to shit themselves. I just nominated Jokerhead as number one in our chat, and I'd have to think if there's anybody else who would, but I really do think that Jokerhead would take that top spot. Shitty MC Shooty Mac Shite. Josh, if you're, I don't know if you're here. I can't hear you. Looks like he's trying to um, fix whatever we got going on. So sorry guys, sorry for all this mess, but check out the website in the meantime. There you could watch our stream. There you could submit songs. You could see who's in the queue. You could skip the queue using our tip link. $5 minimum will get you in today. Um, and I think we have like 2 more spots after this. Unfortunately, this is just taking a lot more time um, than it needs to. And I think this will show up in actually main's little section. So we actually, when you submit, I actually worked on this. When you submit and we mark the song as like started and then review the song and then mark it as ended, you actually be able to go to our website and then click on the song in the queue and it'll skip to that point in the video on the website. So that way you can actually come back to our website, click your song that we reviewed, and then you'll be able to see what we said about it. We'll do the organization for you. We make like Twitch markers on that, and we'll post the highlights on our website. So yeah, a lot of cool, exciting features that are out now that you could sign up for, and we got so much more cooler ideas coming for you on the way. So sign up for the beta, sign up for your account. You can actually edit your profile right now. We have this feature called Track Record, which is essentially like your resume, like a LinkedIn kind of style thing where you can list your experiences on what you worked on. That way, if you want to meet potential collaborators on the platform, which is what we're trying to gear towards, um, you could show off what you worked with and yada yada yada. So sign up. Um, where is Link? I have shit all over my keyboard.
Oh my-
Oh no, I hate when that happens. Use one of these, bruh. It's all good. You'll be fine.
What is that? Compressed air
Yeah. Just a
or
can of
a
compressed air.
duster?
Yeah. How was your
Nice.
shit, Josh? Yeah, let the
It
people
was
know.
great. I mean, now that's what's I guess has happened.
Yep. I hate when that happens.
Well, Lightstream has shit the bed. Okay, so I restarted Chrome, and hopefully that fixes our issues. But yeah, I sort of feel like at this point we have to try a different platform.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, we tried a few different things with their support, and clearly none of them have worked. They actually made things worse. So
Wait. So okay, I'll ask you about that later. But
yeah, we will discuss.
yeah, it's never been this bad.
No, super weird. All right, I've got these overlays up. Let's see if they will show up. That would
Pray
be
everybody.
glorious if they do. We got one, and let's get the scores in so we can zip through those
Yeah.
scores. We have to manually size these for the windows, which is something that we'll have an improvement on. That's kind of behind the scenes, but need to get these correctly sized. Okay, that's good.
I can see your screen right now.
The screen shares.
Yeah, I can see it.
Nice. Technology.
Wait,
Am I
Jokerhead,
right?
did you submit? I still didn't see it.
This is like a theme with Jokerhead is you say you submit, but then there's no submission
Yeah. Let me
or
see.
no tip.
You said
This
you would
this
submit. Yeah.
this man's just talking in the chat.
Talk, talk, talk. That's all he does.
He's all talk.
Talk, talk, talk. Shit, shit. Talk, talk, talk. Shit.
It's pretty much the human experience right there.
Yeah, I remember my dad gave us a talking to when we were young kids. He was fed up with
About
us.
shitting.
No, he was like, all you guys do is eat, sleep, and poop. And like,
Damn, he was tired of parenting you.
yeah, man. And like,
Oh my
well,
God.
we were at the age where like when you say the word poop, like we'll bust out laughing no matter what.
Oh my God.
So like he was like, all you guys do is eat, sleep, and poop, and we're just like, so funny. But then we got our
Funny.
asses beat. So
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
belt time.
All right.
Good old
Overlay
fashioned
in.
belt.
Updating stream.
There we
Can
go.
we see them? It's like so
Ba-ba-da-ba.
slow. I think my preview is reacting a little bit slowly there too, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything.
Hmm.
Damn, guys.
Yeah, it's super laggy too. I don't know what's going on today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. The preview's never laggy like that either.
Hmm.
So Lightstream has failed us.
Yeah. Sorry,
This is
guys.
very slow and weird and buggy today.
Nothing we could do too much. I don't know if there's any quick fixes we can really do right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these shares are just not. Let me try one more thing, but these screen shares literally are not going through.
Yeah.
Very, very strange.
Oops.
Try to pop this in here, the overlay. Ooh, that's not ideal, but
Yeah, sorry about this, guys. Please bear with us. We have technical difficulties.
bear with us and file a petition against this stream platform.
Yeah.
They're like not very knowledgeable either. Like I've tried getting support from them and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it should work. We haven't heard any bug reports with that." Okay, updating stream, different method here, window share, and nope, still nothing. So I've restarted Chrome. I'm in incognito mode for everything. Don't know what's going on. Yeah, we
Oh,
can give scores for this track, but I think we're also nearing our end time. So, oh yes, I thought they showed up, but they're still not working.
Okay. Oh, you tried pushing it? It didn't work.
Yeah, no, I tried updated stream. Doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess we'll just give it verbally. Yeah. So I mean, I have my 3 scores lined up right now. But do you want to say anything about Vibes content or production?
Um, let's see. I don't even have my window open now.
Take your time.
I mean, we talked about vibes. I don't even remember the track at this point.
Yeah, you could re-click. It was that Kaytranada weekend type
Oh
of song.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It was content wise. It was short. It was snappy. It was like stuff I've heard before.
Yep.
But it was a vibe. It was like bouncy and fun to listen to. I wasn't like super impressed or thrilled.
Hmm.
Maybe there's just not as much special sauce as I'd like for it to sort of feel unique and different than what's already out there. And I think, like, what's the whole point of making music here if you're trying to make stuff? I mean, there's value in just creating in general and creating something that you've never created. But if you're trying to make it as an artist, which I assume that most people probably are, you need to do something that pulls from past influences, but is also new in some way, right? And it surprises, impresses people, is really top of the crop, that top tier track thing that we talk about. Um, or at least is a combination of things, but I think this is just kind of an example of like you're in one genre, you're kind of like doing this one narrow style. It's fine. I'd say the execution isn't like top tier track at this point because it's so brick walled. It's pretty simple, nothing super special going on. So it's definitely not that top tier track level, but content wise, it's okay. Nothing really super exciting. I'd probably. Did we give scores for vibes already?
No, we
Like, did we
haven't. We
actually
haven't.
give them?
Yeah. So I have a score in mind. We usually do 3, 2, 1, and say it at the same time. But what's your score, giving everything that you've said for Vibes?
Um, yeah, I think for vibes, I would say I think I was at 64%.
Oh, okay. Are you using using the page, right?
Now I am, yeah.
You are. Oh, we could still do 3, 2, 1 then. They just can't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my Vibes was 73.
Okay.
Yeah. Content, I agree with what you're saying. I do think it's really solid, though. And I talked about it already. I think the vocal delivery was very polished, and the processing was very well done. It's just the production on the whole track uh, kind of blew. They kind of shit the bed, honestly, because like it was otherwise it's a really solid song. Content, yeah, very weekendy, very Kaytranada, and not really unique in that sense of what Josh is saying. Lyrically, it wasn't blowing me away either. Kind of just run of the mill stuff, but I think it was still done really really well. So there's that. You could be a weekend. What is it?
Weekend
Impersonator
Warrior?
or no, no, like a weekend like impersonator. Like there's like Elvis
Oh,
impersonators or
oh, oh,
something.
yeah,
I
sure.
feel like they could totally nail that. But
Sure.
and it was short and sweet. I think if it was produced better, I'd honestly like the content a lot more than what we're discussing right now. But so that I'll take that into consideration with my rating. I still think it's pretty solid for content. Just nothing that blows me away. So that all being said, I have my score. I've had my score. You ready?
For content?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's
Okay.
see. Da-da-da.
3, 2, 1.
You said 90?
Yeah,
Damn, I
yeah,
hard disagree. I just think it's
that's fine.
boring. I mean, I think there's 1.5 million tracks that sound exactly like this.
I think
Uh
I think that the beat was really really snappy, really dancey. I could groove to it. The vocals I was very impressed with, even when it was super fucking brickwalled. And I think if it was like produced properly, I think it'd be a really solid song.
yeah, sure.
But I agree with what you're saying. I
It
don't
would
think
help.
it's
It
not
would
anything
bring it
like
up.
blowing me away uniqueness, but this is like a good to go kind of thing, not like a
Maybe that's
purple.
part of. I mean, I don't know. I feel like good to go could mean it's run of the mill, it falls in line, or it could mean like this is worthy of people actually listening to.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, I
if
think
it's
if the
just
weekend came
a
out with a
McDonald's
song like
burger is
this,
a good to go, or we can be like a gourmet burger is good to go.
I feel like if the weekend released something like this, it would be like, oh, this is a cool song. So
Yeah, I don't think this is at weekend level though, anywhere near it.
I
No
don't
way.
know.
Weekend would look
It's
at
okay.
this and be like, "Nah, I need something better."
Maybe.
You
Yeah.
could ask
But
the Weekend,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. So, Green Hollow, welcome back. Yeah, we're having some weird tech stuff right now, but if you want to submit, we're close to the end of the stream. You can actually sign up for FastTrack now while you submit and reuse your info in the future and tip there. So the link is in the chat, fasttrack.studio/stream, and we will get to you next time or potentially the stream after that, depending if you tip or not. But yeah, welcome back, Green Hollow. Hope that you
Yeah. Good to
submit through
see you.
there.
Yeah, let us
But
know how the site works too. But yeah.
yeah, but should we go
Production?
to production? Yeah.
Yeah. We
It's
talked
just
about it a
it's
lot.
brick
It's
walled,
brick
it's
walled. Yeah.
distorted. It really hampers listening experience. I think also what I was going to
It
say
really
is with
does.
content, with electronic music, content and production are so heavily intertwined, right? Sometimes they're the same thing. And I think this is a case where like if your sounds if your synths and whatever like aren't crafted well and don't sound good, that's part of the content because that's like the instruments in electronic music, but
Yeah.
it's also the production. So and how things fit together. So there's a little bit of a blending of lines here. I think if this was executed super well, where the production was like top notch, it might justify the content a little bit more.
Yeah.
Where part of the value I think when I listen to electronic music is like how cool things are sonically and how
Yes.
like satisfying it is to listen to. So
Yes.
there's this real interplay between content and production. But it's a shame. I think this could be better in a lot of ways if that key thing, production's like so important for electronic music, was addressed more thoroughly.
Yep. I agree. This is a work in progress, so maybe this is just like a demo and they slapped a limiter on it, but that's exactly what it sounds like. So we have to grade it accordingly.
Hmm.
But yeah, I got my score. You ready?
Yeah, so
All right. Production 3, 2, 1.
all right.
Okay. So I
Fair.
put you guys can't see it. So content
Yeah.
I put a 90% between yellow and green, which is like green is good to go, yellow is to develop. Josh put a 40% in that range. I put it for reduction 35%, and then Josh put 15%.
Hmm.
Um, and a track total, I have my score for it. Do you?
Yeah, let me get that sorted. Let's see. Track total. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think I've got it.
Cool. I'm gonna adjust mine a little bit, but all right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's like coming close.
Yeah, I think mine's pretty much a function of the other
Yeah.
scores, but I just think it could be a little bit more unique, and the production is so important for electronic music. It's sort of like if you don't have either of those,
Yeah.
it's a tough sell in my opinion.
Oh yeah. So I put a 70% between green and yellow, and Josh put a 54. That's just so they can't see. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, so yeah, I honestly think that this song would have been really solid, but the production, the production just blew it. Look how brick. You guys can't see it, but the
It's brick
waveform's
walled.
bricked. It's bricked up, man. It's terrible. Don't go in bricked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, sweet. I'll check it out. Yeah, let us know. Paid for 943. I don't know if you paid shit, Jokerhead. We didn't see anything.
It ain't in the queue.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Josh has had a good shit though. Chris, you are so sick of my shit. Yeah, when you just shit, all you do is shit. Am I supposed to be happy? But anyways, poopy. That's right. Yeah, sorry guys. Unfortunately, Lightstream shit the bed on this one. We'll having probably a stern talkie to with them and maybe switch platforms even.
Hmm.
But you know what platform's not broken? FastTrack.studio.
Yes, indeed.
So go check it out. New website where you guys can submit songs, see where you're at in the queue. Actually, if you submit to that website, we'll email you when you guys are next up. That way, you won't miss your review. Even if you do miss a review, if you come back to our website and click your song that we reviewed, it'll go to the video and to the timestamp where your reviewed is at. So that way, you guys can hear our feedback now, interact with us live, and then review the feedback as you guys are working on it through the weeks.
Hmm.
And eventually,
Maybe
we want to do more features with project management and versions and stuff like that. So sign up.
helping you manage. I mean, what we want to do is have a place that you can upload like versions that you're working on for your project, and then like make your tracks as well as you can and as fast, and collaborate with people. So like storing all those versions and navigating them, and comparing them to see what your progress is. If you have a group of people you work with, inviting them to see all of that stuff to share it with them, and having tasks that you can assign to different people and with reminders and deadlines and that kind of stuff. And then obviously finding people to actually work with. So if you need a producer, you need a mixing engineer, we will have a marketplace for finding and working with those people in a safe, effective way. And then eventually a whole lot more stuff. But you get the idea, kind of helping you make music better and faster and easier is our goal. So that's all to come. Right now, we've got the queue and the tipping system on the platform. That link you've been bombarded with. So hope to see more submissions. If you guys have more stuff, I see Green Hollow, we got your submission, so thanks for that. If you do want to tip to Skip, then you'd be up first next week, or hopefully we'll see you then. Related to that, so if you are in the queue, you should get a reminder next week, like in the morning of the day that we stream. Just curious, would people rather be reminded like in the morning via email, so you have time to check your inbox before the stream and remember that it's on, or would you rather get notified like an hour before, 30 minutes before, something like that? Just let us know. That would be good feedback to have. Pick an option in the chat, please.
Yeah, let us know.
So yeah, I think that's about what we've got. Anything else?
Nope. Definitely in the morning, Green Hollow
You
said.
said in the morning. Okay, that's good to know.
Cool. Yeah, we'll do that. And yeah, if you sorry, I mean, I guess I saved Green Hollow, but either way, like you'd be what 12th in the queue, which you know
We've
how
got
many
a lot
songs
of
we get
tracks right
through.
now in the queue. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do decide to tip, you could tip at any point. You'll be first next time. So if it's something urgent, we'll get to it. But cool. All right. I think that's all for this week. Do you have anything else, parting words to say?
Nope, I don't think so.
Cool. Yeah. But in the meantime, I don't. Did you sign up, Green Hollow? I can't tell if you signed up as a user.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, if you do, you guys can set up and like build your own profile, and then put in like your experiences of like your musical experiences in this feature we call track record. Play around with the site. Let us know. But yeah, that's all.
Yeah, and also just a little hack here, actually. Green Hollow, if you do want to sign up still, because it looks like you didn't. Let us know if that's wrong. But if you submit another track and you hit the sign up button, it will associate your previous submission with your newly created account, and then you can go ahead and delete that new one from the queue or the old one. Otherwise, you probably won't be able to tip next week because you don't have an actual account. If you want to tip right now, there's like a temporary user there, and you should be able to do that. But yeah, you said you think it's wrong. What do you mean? Did you sign up, or there's like a little checkbox at the top of the form? But if not, that's okay. Or you can try to resubmit because there's nobody after you, so you won't lose your place at all. You would just have to hit the little X button next to your track and then resubmit. But yeah, I think we're good otherwise.
Jokerhead has
Jokerhead,
been
what?
naming. Yeah, Jokerhead.
We did not get any. We did not get your submission or a tip. I think you're trolling us as
Okay.
usual.
Yeah, he's joking.
He's joking.
I'm just
Jokerhead.
joking.
Yes.
Okay.
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 All right.
Oh, he gave us a sub. That's right.
A sub. Oh, we should we just like disable those because we don't use those.
I don't know, maybe, but it's
I don't know if
worth.
there's a way to do it.
I think it's worth like $5. So
Yeah, it's not easy to find those or know when we get those.
we'll let you know. We'll take that into consideration, Jokerhead. Thank you very much for the sub.
Yes. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I think we might like put you up more in the queue. We'll talk about it, but yeah, thank you again for the sub.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
And Green Holly, yeah, get it sorted. Let us know. Hit us up too. You guys can. There's like a little chat bubble on our website. So.
Mhm.
What's up, Quinn? Quinn! Oh my God! Is this
Woo!
Quinn? Dude,
Quinn, welcome back.
Is this the dude that has back-to-back
I think
purple
so.
ratings from
Yeah.
us? Bro,
So-
you need to connect with us now. If you've released those songs, like we want to put them on our playlist and shit. So
Yeah, Quinn, if you can hit us up on Instagram, that's our handle in the top.
Yeah.
Right. FastTrack_music.
Yeah.
You have 2 tracks that got top tier in this year that you were still working on, so you didn't have a streaming link yet.
Yeah.
We would love to add those to our playlists, which you'll get featured on Instagram as well. So message us on Instagram and send us the official links for those tracks that you got top tier on.
Yeah, I wonder if he even knows which ones
Yeah.
he
Well,
submitted.
hit us
Just
up and then we
yeah,
can figure
DM
it out.
us, DM us,
Yeah.
because literally, like, we haven't had a purple track since yours,
Yeah.
and that's been months now. And like the previous drought was one of your other tracks.
Yeah, was your last one. So there's two, and
It's
you said
crazy.
you keep missing when we listen to things. Well, we've just unveiled our new system here, which you can't see right now. There's some weird stream stuff going on, but yeah, that site right there, fasttrack.studio/stream. You can now submit if you have another track you want to send us through that form, and you can tip to skip and everything. You can see the queue where you are, and it will notify you when we review your track for any future submissions. So hopefully you'll never miss one again. Once we review your track, you'll know and you'll be able to watch it if you're not here during the stream. So yeah,
And
good to see you
actually,
again.
yeah, when you're, even if you do miss it, like, you could come back to that same website. You can click on the track, so we'll have it saved for you, and you can see who submitted and stuff. But when you click on your song, it'll go to the video and it'll go to the exact timestamp. So we're really hoping that this will help people see their feedback. But yeah,
Yes, exactly.
looks
Cool.
like Jokerhead and Quinn are like this. But anyways, we've been trying to say goodbye for this whole time. But yeah, check out the website, guys. Sign up, upload your profile, upload your track record. Tell us what music projects you've worked on, stuff like that. We'd love to see it, and let us know if anything breaks.
Yes,
But
indeed.
cool. And submit your songs as usual.
Sweet.
All right, cool. Later, guys.
All right. Peace out, everyone. Have a good weekend. See you next week.
Sorry, bros. Don't be sorry, bro. You gave us 2 purples. Really, like, DM us.
True.
All right, peace. Got a little community now.
Let's see if
bro.
it
Look at this.
actually goes to the thank you screen.
Oh yeah. Uh oh.